started a day after the start of the war, the Smiles for the Kids organization has been a beacon of light for children and families most impacted by the war.
In the midst of conflict, there are glimmers of hope. Smiles for the Kids stands as a beacon of light for the children and families affected by the Swords of Iron War in Israel. Their mission is clear: to bring joy, resilience, and a sense of normalcy to those who need it most. From therapeutic biking programs for displaced youth to art workshops and musical empowerment events, they create spaces where children can express themselves, heal, and thrive. Their carnivals and pizza parties bring moments of joy and laughter to families facing unimaginable challenges, offering them a chance to escape the hardships of displacement, even if just for a while.
We're taking the fun activities that are usually meant for regular birthday parties and we're bringing it to traumatized communities and soldiers and army families who really need it.
For the brave soldiers on the front lines, they provide barbecues and deliver Shabbat meals, showing their deep gratitude and support for the soldiers' sacrifices. The impact of their work is profound. Physical activity through biking builds resilience. Art and music offer solace and self-expression. Every smile brought to a child's face, every moment of relief offered to a family is a step towards healing.
The best part is to see the kids and the soldiers smile and just have fun.
But they can't do it alone, and they need your help to continue their mission. Your donations can make a world of difference, turning tears into smiles and despair into hope. Join Smile for Kids and brighten a child's life. Because even in the darkest times, a little joy can go a long way.
Thank you! And joining us now is Erin Schoenfeld from Smiles for the Kids. Erin, thank you so much for joining us today. Smiles for the Kids was founded on October 8th, the day after this horrific event for Israel. What gave you this idea?
Basically what happened was people started sending money from America to me saying, help someone in Israel. And everyone was just sending it, and people, sending stuff to soldiers. I made Aliyah 4 years ago. My oldest is only 15, turning 16. So I didn't know anything about the Army. I didn't know anything about really anything. And just sitting on a couple $100s in cash, and over the first 2 weeks of the war, trying to figure out what to do with it, we found so many families in our community in Modi'in had a husband that was away for 2 weeks, 3 kids that were away for 2 weeks. And people were saying they're struggling. The stress on them was high. And so we took the money, and at the same time, there was a catering company that lost all their business. And they put out that, hey, can anyone buy from us? We have deli platters. So we bought deli platters and we brought it to those families with a note that said, hey, people around the world are thinking of you. And the reaction to that was priceless, and they shared it, and it just kind of kept growing from there. And seeing them smile, and that little, we always say for that like 2 minutes where they don't think about anything, you get so much joy. So we just decided to keep going as much as we can.
Now, there are thousands of children, families, but children specifically who are displaced from this war in the north and also the south. How many kids are you working with so far? How many families have you been working with?
A lot. It's really, it's hard to count. I mean, we've given out probably between candy bags and candy platters for kids and family, 40,000 dinners, chalot for Shabbat. And we've probably touched, somewhere between 75 and 100,000 just people for getting the chayalim. And it's just, there are a lot of them that are also, I don't want to call them repeat customers, but when you kind of adopt these communities and as you work with them, you learn their needs. So it's been 75 to 100,000 people, but a lot of those we've done multiple things with and helped them throughout. So we'll go as far as we can and reach as many as we can. So if people reach out to us with a specific need, we want to get involved.
Now, some of these families, as I mentioned, they've been out of their homes in the north, for example, for almost 8 months. What kinds of programs are you guys doing for the children who don't even know if they're going to be able to return to school in the fall?
That's one of the biggest problems that we have is we see these people, and right now a bunch of them, we were up north somewhere, and they got a notice as we were there saying, you're not going back home till December 31st. and they're in these small hotel rooms and cramped with the family. And what we're finding is the people from up north are in hotels closer to the north. A lot of them that are not in Yerushalayim are isolated from everyone else. They really need the most help. And we're trying to do everything we can for them and just trying to make it so that when they're there, they're only seeing themselves and having coffee with the same people over and over, trying to bring new people to them. It's the volunteers that come that interact with them, talk with them, that want to continue that relationship after as well, that we find that super important, that it's not just, hey, we show up, we're doing an after-school party for you, but what can we do next month? What can we do the month after? What can we bring you that'll really make a difference in your life and make the kids have something to look forward to?
Beautiful, because you're building a relationship with these children, especially who are in need. How can our viewers help this initiative?
There's multiple ways. The first way we always say is get involved. And if you're in Israel, reach out to us. These opportunities that we're creating, it's as much for the kids as it is for the volunteers. People just, yes, everyone came here and it's like work the fields and we need help with this, we need help with that. But volunteering in Israel, there's so many opportunities now that came out of the war. Find something that you like and just run with it. You'll build that connection with the community. You'll want to do more for them and help them. So it's great to establish that initial connection and just get out there and meet people and talk to them. That's first. Secondly, obviously donating. And we don't just say, donate like, hey, just give us money. We want it to go towards something that we're very transparent in what carnivals we're doing and what types of events we're doing. And if you want to donate, message us as well. Say, I'd like this to go to a family from up north. I'd like this to go to kids that were displaced. I'd like this to go to kids who have a father in the army. So get involved that way. And the third and other way, which is super important to us, is if you have an idea of something to do, find an Israeli vendor that we can partner with to do it. It's not just about sending bags from America and things from America, which a lot of people are doing. And again, it's unbelievable what people are doing. If you're going to buy toys, there's people from Sderot and there's people in Jerusalem whose husband's in the army. They need the business too. Let us be your conduit to help you find vendors and small businesses in Israel that need that help as well. So we really look at all three parts of that triangle and try and put them together to maximize the benefit of every dollar that comes in.
Absolutely. Well, that's important work that you're doing. I want to thank you so much for coming on the show, Aaron.
Thank you so much.